everyone, Dr. Jared Crosby, Pro MMA fighter here to take you through my 2-time-a-week leg day workout. This is going to be my strength day. I'm going to start out here with these squat cleans, and after that I'm going to go immediately into those like ass-to-grass front pause squats. I love working out of the front rack position, especially for athletes. I think it's great for our explosiveness, our core strength, and should be done a lot more. Then I'm going to go in here. This is obviously my heavier day. I'm going to go down, do these like ass-to-grass pause squats, but back squat now, obviously. And then if you watch here, I'm going to explode up and actually jump. So, like I said, you got to keep the volume down of these just because it is pretty taxing on your central nervous system. And for athletes first, we need to focus on doing the things that are the most applicable to helping us in our sport, but not overdoing ourselves. And then I end up here, you see with those kind of calf raises, kind of working the whole posterior chain there on our calf all the way down to our Achilles tendon, make sure everything's strong so we get in those awkward positions, we can avoid injury. And then here I go into just some traditional, heavy back squats. I do, push the weight decent on these, work up to like 85% range. I never work up much above that just because I don't think it's imperative for athletes to worry about your top level strength. We need to worry about getting stronger, but also keeping our central nervous system prepared for whatever athletics we're going to be doing. And then this is actually my second day. This is more my cardio day. I'm doing like these kind of gorilla rows, they call them, with a lunge, alternating arms, alternating legs. I think those are great for conditioning, great for your core. So many benefits to them, especially on a conditioning day. I'll do about 5 rounds of these, along with these like RDLs with the dumbbells. What I'm doing here is I really want my decentric to be slower than my kind of eccentric pull up. So I'm going to go down, give it a nice 3 to 5 second count, and then explode up. Really working that explosiveness, stretching the hamstrings and the glutes and everything so we can get strong in those awkward positions. Again, I think that's kind of key to prevent injury. And then here, I tell you, for fighters, this looks like, a very fighter-specific exercise, and it is great. I got the old school ankle weights on. I'm staying up on my toes. I'm bouncing. I'm doing about a minute or so, several bounces every 10 seconds or so, 5 seconds. I'll kind of move my feet, working footwork, working very sport-specific things here because, like I say, we only get so much time out of the MMA gym for me personally to where I can actually get exercises done that are going to be most beneficial to help me win fights. So you can kind of alternate these though for any athletic sport, whether it's football, whether it's basketball, whether it's, it can be anything for athletes, and apply certain movements that you're going to be doing all the time in that sport just by putting ankle weights on and doing those movements for about a minute at a time. So like I say, this is like my conditioning style leg day, so I'm really going to be doing a lot more movement, a lot more volume. Every set is typically going to be either for time or higher reps, usually around a minute or two under time, under tension. And you see here I finished with these hops. So try those workouts